How did IVD meet Blessing CEO? How did their story start? Because that's one of the stories on the social media space. I'm here to give you the facts and the figures, and also to challenge any person that will counter me with.
Welcome back to Christy TV, my correct people. Then today, this video you are about to watch is about Blessing CEO and IVD. The relationship with these two people, this particular coming closeness. We all know that IVD is the husband of late BIMBO. They had 5 children together. Now, Blessing CEO with about 2 children is now falling in love with IVD with about 5 children. Many people are saying that they love that chemistry. And now, this video you are about to watch is about the history behind this relationship. How these both people come together. How did they magnet? How they become too close as a couple to be. Knowing toward the social media saga which has been going on between Blessing CEO and this Egbede Aka Ekea Queen, the Queen of Bola, Madam Bola herself. So now this video, I want you guys to watch this video to the very end because this video is going to elaborate a lot in terms of what you don't know concerning IVD and Blessing CEO. Please kindly watch this video to the very end and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you drop your own comment in the comment section and turn on the notification button so that you get notified whenever we post our latest content. Christy TV got you covered and watch the rest of the video, my correct people then.
Proofs. 2025, my year of evidence and proof. Contrary to narrative flying around, IVD was not dating Blessing CEO when BIMBO was alive. The day BIMBO died, IVD went to report the case himself to the police. He was in Panti. While in Panti, he subjected himself to tests, medical tests, and was bringing proofs to being by his wife. He was later brought out from Panti after paying small fine. While he was in Panti, Daddy Freeze hosted an interview and invited Blessing CEO as a relationship therapist that of course she is. You will not know Daddy Freeze now. I'm mentioning names. This happened September, October 2022, about 2 years plus ago. Blessing did her own. Daddy Freeze invited her. Come see the issue of woman way born himself. It was clear. Go check Daddy Freeze channels. These dates I mentioned. Blessing CEO came, spoke. It was a long interview. After that, BIMBO's younger brother joined that same live interview. So there was a statement that Blessing CEO made in that interview that say BIMBO has always, say person don't always want by himself, saying go by himself. There are pictures. These are screenshots of posts made on BIMBO's channel that she made herself, talking about how she won't buy herself. See the post for you on the late BIMBO's channel. Now evidence they talk about this year. She did talk on. She did talk on. The late BIMBO's closest friend, her name is Ify. Ify talk on. People talk on. So finally, IVD court case. So Mama Jazz can't say IVD must. Now the truth is this. Now IVD property now be the target. Because as I talk to you now, I talk about my former video, make I repeat them for people who don't hear them. While IVD was in police detention in Panti, and while he was in court cases and all that, Mama Jazz allegedly came to carry IVD's property papers. BIMBO Mama came to carry IVD's children. So Mama Jazz is in possession of IVD properties now, so they talk. Allegedly, case still in court. But I just want to close this case. Make una know what really happened. So Blessing CEO started coming in. She's a blogger, the same way I'm coming in right now. She heard of the case, started digging deep, was able to speak with some people. BIMBO's close friend that was Ify came on live to talk about the case. This case showed Blessing CEO first page of over 1 million followers because people they report Blessing CEO page that time. After Blessing CEO said the truth about what really happened from information she gathered, that was the first time that IVD sent a DM to Blessing CEO telling her thank you. And I challenge anybody online to bring a proof of an online conversation, physical voice note, or video that IVD met Blessing before Bimbo died? Bring proof. It was that DM that IVD sent, telling Blessing, thank you for saying the truth. That Blessing said, now you be the IVD. What really happened? That was when they started communicating. Then it was clear to Blessing that these people just want to oppress IVD. So Blessing was not supporting IVD one way or the other. That was how they met. IVD was not seeing Blessing while Bimbo was alive. IVD did not buy the wife. Whoever has a counter proof, please bring it to me. Bring the proof to me. So why are we pushing this wrong narrative? Now they are in love, and there's nothing wrong with it. Man when wife don't buy more than 2 years can find love, especially in the hands of a woman who accept her when the word is rejected. IVD lost his contact. If I begin mention names, IVD be like this current man, the one man where they sell cars now to Burna Boy and David, all these celebrities. That was IVD before, but they bring IVD down to zero. IVD not even see money to take care of himself. So Blessingceo was helping. Blessing said she discovered that this IVD is a very peaceful man being. That for the 2 years plus when they talk with IVD, IVD has never spoken bad about the wife. With all these things that they happen, IVD never talked bad about the wife. She's not a very peaceful person. So they found love, and there's nothing wrong with it. So the reason why they won't buy IVD now is because of Blessingceo and IVD now they won't marry each other. Blessing is a single mother of 2 children. IVD is a widower of 5 children. Can't they get married? Is there any law in any country, religious, traditional, social media law that says that person wife don't buy after 2 years? Maybe you buy your wife. Bring proof or keep quiet. Person who don't live in husband, single mother, they cannot find love and get married. Are you against somebody's happiness? That's why sometimes, right, when you post something, because when Blessingceo post January 1st, the love story between him and IVD, come like say earthquake for. When you publish good news, be ready for new devil. Every new level has a new devil. Now waiting to happen so while I'm dropping this topic for now, because I've made all my points with facts and figures, I'm still waiting for the bloggers who I mentioned their name before to bring counter proof or keep quiet. Everybody deserves to be happy. If you're in a marriage, you get domestic vow, separate first. Make this person gather in brain. Make this person gather in brain. Make this person, make they gather their brain. Don't be obsessed with people. Obsession they buy person. Now obsession they worry this family. So the same obsession we make. When Bimbo was alive, if Bimbo get female friend, when Bimbo was alive, if IVD gets any friend, both male or female, Bimbo will begin to close the person. If IVD don't come off her house, Bimbo will trace him. I'm not disrespecting the dead, please, but I'm just bringing the fact to the world. Let us allow this man have peace of mind. Those children, they deserve a father, and they need a mother figure in their life. If you not buy IVD, wait you again. I still wait for proof. I still online. I never come out. No, say we online 247.
Who said I love you first? Who's more protective? Who cleans more? Who eats the most? Who spends the most money? Who is most likely to start an argument? Who falls asleep first? Who is more annoying? Who loves the hardest?
Where do we begin with this story? Because this is not just a domestic violence case. It's so much deeper than what we are used to. For those who may not be familiar with the story, let's do a quick rundown. So this is IVD and this is Bimbo. IVD is Ikechukwu Ogbonna and Bimbo is his wife. He is a notable car dealer, a businessman or an investor of some sort. And she is his wife, mother of his 4 children, or was it 5 children. And together they've been making headlines since 2019. So this is not a today story. Their whole back and forth fight and alleged violence storyline dates back to 2019, from where we know from where she first came out to the public to tell us. But they've been together for quite a long time, so this is them here back in the day. Even though the domestic violence case was first made public in 2019 by Bimbo herself, who came out around May to tell the whole world that her famous husband was maltreating her and abusing her violently at home. He used to beat her while she was pregnant, even beat her to the point she became unconscious. This was back in 2018, 2019. So that period of time, their relationship or their marriage was very rocky, and so it was said they may have separated, but in 2020, October thereabouts, they came back together because I guess they just had a new baby, a new child. Even when they came back together in 2020, there were moments she would suggest that she was still in an active relationship. that he was still abusing her. And that period of time, a lot of people told her to leave. This is what we tell people, or this is what we tell women, especially in domestic relationship, to leave. But she didn't leave. And for the first time in a long time, learning about their history, I can understand why she didn't leave. And we will get to that point and I will explain it to you. So fast forward to this year, January 2022, she made a post suggesting that she was mentally unstable due to the constant treatment that her husband was giving to her. Some of them included him being unstable, him not, taking care of the family, him cheating, him probably, beating thereabouts. They kept on fighting back and forth. This was pretty much the height of whatever was going on with them. However, on the 12th of October 2022, everything turned sour. So before we get to the incident of the 12th of October, let's go back a little. People have been advising her to leave the marriage, but she wouldn't leave, and part of the reason is that she had invested so much in this man. She had given up so much of her life for this man. It is almost safe to say she built this man. She made this man who he is today. Everyone would see him as an investor, a businessman, a very rich guy. But when they tell you behind every successful man is a woman, this is an example of what that means. They met when she was 15 or 18 thereabout, and while she was in school, she used to give her school fees to him. He did not go to school. It was said she dropped out of school so this one could be successful. Forget that this is a domestic violence case. Like I said, it's deeper than that because this could also be a tragic love story, honestly. I think if you ask me, this is a tragic love story. It's more than just a violence case because there was love between these two people. Mad love. There was a time it was said she was separated from him. She was taken to, Abuja, just to separate them, and he threatened to himself if she doesn't come back. And because of that, she ran away from where they kept her to come and meet him. So you could tell these two people had a love history. They were in love with each other. And even up to the end, even up to the point where she lost her life, there is a chance that she may have been trying to test his love for her. And we will get to that in a moment. So understanding why Bimbo never left IVD is understanding how much she had put into this man's career and life. She has given birth to five of his children for him. She has sacrificed her education for him. Even up to the point where his cheating started, there is a speculation that he may have been infected with the disease and may have also infected her too. So it's not clear if she was infected, but it was kept on the low because clearly she still wanted to make this relationship work. It only came out during a fight when they were fighting, then she blurted it out that he was infected or he was a carrier of the disease. But how she got to know is not stated, but people are speculating that she also may have been infected by him, and that was why they kept it on the low until she sparked. Now, when we get to, especially in marriages, we tend to see the women as mostly the sufferer. She has actually been the one vocal about him maltreating her. However, after this incident, IVD has also come out to say his own side of the story, and usually we don't get to see the men speak on their own side. However, in this case, Ikechukwu seemed to have a lot of evidence against her. It's a story that would actually feel balanced, but if we're going to talk about the truth, we should talk about the whole truth, and that is what we're going to do here. There have been proof and evidence and suggestions that may have implicated her in this domestic abuse scandal. She was equally as aggressive as he was. She was not a damsel in distress. She was not someone who needed rescue. Bimbo was a tough woman. She is a very tough girl. And I will say this out of my own pocket. In as much as she's late now, I don't think this man could have killed this girl. From what we've heard, was a good match for him. It's unfortunate, but I may not be saying this the right way, but they were most likely meant for each other. Honestly. Yes, he was crazy and insane and bent, but she could match his energy. Maybe it was probably he had pushed her to that point. Maybe we can blame him for turning her into a monster, but this girl was fighting back. She fought her husband back. She called him out. We've seen videos of her throwing things at him, attacking him, destroying things. These were things that would most likely show you that, yes, he is a thief. She too could match that energy. So let's not look at it as one of those, oh, she was a woman being beaten, she could not defend herself, she could not fight back, she had all the disadvantages. She had more advantage in this case, if you ask me. Her family were all on her side. This guy was most likely by himself because I hear he's not in good terms with his family. So she had a family with her. Her brother was living in the house. Her mother came. So she had a lot more advantage than he does. Most likely him being a man and him owning most of the properties and him being in charge financially may have been his only advantage. But physically, it seemed as though this girl could beat him up. Yes, evidence has it that IVD had abused Bimbo. He had been her several times. But, there are records and evidence that also show that Bimbo was a tough match for him. So, I don't know if I want to say this. It seemed as though this was some sort of an even playing field. The only thing here was that Bimbo could not leave because of the properties that they have and everything they built was for her too. So, she wouldn't just leave that. Seeing all the sacrifices that she has made to get this man to where he is, to get all the things that they have now, it's unfair for her to leave and leave him with these things. It's unfair. So that is the part where I understood her when she said she was not just going to leave like that. It's so much sacrifice on her part. There were even rumors that she used to do some sort of juju sacrifice for him, for his business. Carrying calabash, going to the native doctor to do some fetish things just to make his business successful. These are things that people are saying that she did for him. So, man, honestly, she did a whole lot. She had given way too much. And if she said she was not going to leave, I understood, because why would she leave the house when it's also a house? And now I guess this is where the problem comes, because her staying means she would still have to keep dealing with him. And that was kind of like the basis of the recent fight that they had to keep having. She would have to keep dealing with him. She would have to keep dealing with his shortcomings, him cheating, him being insensitive, him abusing drugs, him not caring for the children, him threatening, and probably they said he allegedly one of the child, the son, for standing up for the mother. And there were also rumors that he wasn't paying the children's school fees. So these are things that were the domestic cause of their fights majorly. And I guess Bimbo was hoping he would change, and because she kept being in his business. That is until the 12th of October 2022, when it seemed Bimbo had had enough. So on that 12th of October 2022, it was clear that Bimbo was done. Sources claim that Bimbo was now ready to leave because she had tried. She had tried. But the thing is, she just wouldn't want to go empty-handed. She can't just leave the house for him, or the cars, or the property. She just couldn't. And frankly, I understand that part. She had a master plan to escape the house without leaving empty-handed. But unfortunately, that plan did not go as she would have wanted, as we would have wanted. Because up until this point of her planning to leave, I was mostly rooting for her to leave. And the plan that she had was quite intelligent. She wanted to leave with the documents of the house. That was a very smart thing. Clearly, she can't go with the property, she can't go with the house, she can't carry it on her head. So the idea to leave with the documents of ownership of the house was a very smart move, a very intelligent one. But the problem with this was that the documents were in a safe inside the house. IVD had locked it in a safe that only he had access to, and she needed to get into that safe. And she called a welder. It was said Bimbo called a welder to the house to break into the safe. After IVD had left that day, that early day, it was said IVD walked out. They had a fight, I'm not sure, and he walked out. And I guess that was a plan. She wanted to get him out, and because usually people say when they fight, when they get angry, he usually walks out. So that day, he walked out and left the house. And that was when she smartly called the welder, and the welder came to the compound, went into the safe, and was trying to break it. But for some reason, he got a tip. Someone snitched. Someone called him and told him what the wife was up to. It's unclear who. Some sources are saying the man was watching her from a CCTV footage. Some sources said it was neighbors who knows their business. Some sources are saying it was a security man. But it's unclear who tipped him off or how he found out what Bimbo was doing. But he did. And he drove into the compound, like he drove with speed, like he was rushing to the house. He did not even turn off his vehicle. Came to the house. Bimbo heard he had come. She locked the doors. The welder man had successfully broken into the safe. She had gotten the document. It was now time for her to leave. But she can't leave because IVD was now in the compound, banging the door, breaking it open, just so he could get into the house. And that was it. That was how IVD got into the house and began dragging the documents with her. I don't know how the document was, whether it was a paper, I mean, it looked like it could have torn, but they said he successfully got the document from her, which made her feel like she had lost. So upon seeing that she may have lost the fight of getting something out of this divorce or separation that was about to happen, it frustrated her. Now, the sources that we are getting this story from is Bimbo's brother, who lived in the compound in the same house as them. He's the one telling this to Daddy Freeze, and from everything that he said, it was insinuated, or it was made to seem as though Bimbo felt like she had lost a fight since he got hold of the documents. Clearly he outsmarted her, and she felt since she's not getting anything, everything would go down. Bimbo's brother was the one who still said this, that Bimbo got the kerosene and began pouring it in the house, in the curtains, everywhere, saying that she was going to burn everything down. And in the heat of this argument, I guess what she wanted was for him to beg, apologize, calm her down. Because at the same time, if you go back to the beginning that we have talked about, they had love for each other. There was love in this relationship. Mad love, not small baby kind of love. They really did love each other. But sometimes love can get the best of us. And according to what the brother was saying, it made it seem as though Bimbo wanted some kind of closure. And I would understand that. If she can't get the house back or get the properties, she should at least get her man back. And that was kind of like what she was hoping for when she poured herself the kerosene and started setting the curtains on fire, hoping, trying to see if he would stop her. And honestly, any human being, regardless of love, who have an atom of humanity in them, would have stopped this woman. Clearly, he had run out of love for her, and it seemed like she never ran out of love for him. Because for him to stand there and watch her burn, it's just, I don't even know what to say, it's despicable, honestly. But although the claims are he pushed her into the fire, but sources are saying she set the house on fire and was trying to hold him down so the two of them could burn together, and he pushed her away to move himself out of the situation, causing her to fall into the fire, and that was it. And he went outside and did not save her, and I think that is a problem. That is, this story is deep. So him not saving her was kind of like the problem here, even though her sister have said he pushed her into the fire. So it looked like something the court would have to judge, but given the situation, it seemed like she was the one who set the fire up and poured the kerosene, and so clearly she had had enough. Remember, she complained about her mental health earlier this year, and I don't know if she ever got help for it, but I'm having a feeling that mental health situation was never solved. She most likely never got therapy. She most likely wasn't taken seriously when she was telling us that her mental health has been, because the storm that she had gone through with this man is enough to drive her crazy. And for her to do that thing, pour the fuel on her body, it shows you that this man had driven her mad. She had been driven mad to that point. And remember when they were lots early in their love, when they were a lot younger, when they separated her from him, he threatened to also himself. He threatened to himself. He threatened to. And she ran out of her family. She broke family rules. She disrespected her entire family just to come be with him so he wouldn't hurt himself. And I think that was what she was trying to do, to see if he would save her from herself, and he never did. He was still focused on the pain and the hurt and the injuries and the blood. Man, I don't know what to say, but after the incident, like after everything, it was said her family came eventually, the brother came, she was brought out of the fire, she was rushed to 10 hospitals, and none of these hospitals could take her. None of them could help her. Eventually, one was able to take her in, and she was there in intensive care unit for 3 days before eventually dying on the 12th, 13th, on the 15th, yeah. For eventually on the 15th, and man, that's it. As at the time of making this video, it's being said that IVD is on the run. He had made some posts after her death, and the post suggested that he was not remorseful. He kept claiming like she deserved it, and people were like, he's sort of, so I guess he's still in shock, or he's still in the heat of the moment. Maybe he will come to his senses, because I can't imagine also what his mental health situation would be like. It's a very crazy situation. It's a very deep, this is one domestic violence case that has been so complicated for anyone to wrap their heads around. It's hard to take sides on this one. We want to be on Bimbo's side. We all should be on her side. She is the victim here. Yes, she had some roles that she may have played, but at the same time, I feel like it still boils down to how she was treated. This man pushed her, if you ask me. This man turned her into the mad woman that she became. This love turned her into it. And it may not just be the man by himself, but maybe it's her love for him. Because it seemed like she still cared for him.
The video that you are seeing here, I'm about to play this video. After I finish what I want to talk now, or what I want to say, is when Bimbo was still alive. Late Bimbo. This is IVD's house. Woman will be say, you know the reason why a lot of us we have all this evidence. We know they talk about them. And because say we want to allow the dead rest. But is you already? You don't they use Bimbo to the shop for how many years? The same thing where Bimbo do, the same character where that girl get when they are alive. When he notice a man don't love him, instead we go say, he don't love me, make I go. Plenty women will be single women for our side today. Now because they notice say, love not be by force. You don't force it. You just it's something you allow to come natural. I make them single. They stay their lane. They zukuanike. But some of you now no go green. Gallop nyash, you do the same thing. Now so you carry your knife, you hit yourself, blood come out. Police come, they carry your ciggy. Now they throw your first baby papa come on for house. Was that not how they threw ciggy out of your house? If you have by yourself that night, or you have bleeded before police come, and they don't rescue you, you would have been a dead person today. That your papa. That your papa will be saying, never fit take care of your own head finish. If they run up and down with that guy name now to say, I can kill you. The same way when you take the shot with IVD name for street. Watch this video before I continue, my darling people.
Okay, sorry, let me pack that one. Okay, come. This is my bleeding. This is my leg. Every time she has evidence about me, this and that, old videos and all that. And then yeah, see all the damage she did, and it's not even today she hasn't doing it. Joshua, come see one shoe here. Joshua, come see my two shoe for here. Come pack them. See what she did. She destroyed everything on my leg. They are all on my leg. She all my body. See one of my shoe under here. See one here. Pack them for me. Then she didn't stop there though. She continued with knife. Yeah, she's gonna shoot me with that knife. She's gonna break that knife. And see, everywhere is messy. She's scattered everywhere, and she said she's gonna deal with me. See, this is it. This is it. I did not touch her. I did not hit her. But she did all these things to me, and all the broken bottles on my leg, everything she broke was in front of me on my leg. That's me bleeding everywhere. That is me scattered everywhere. Then she now went to the car. She not went to the car. And this she did breaking up my rear lights about last 2 weeks or so. She did another one today. So she did another one today. This is it. She broke the 2 lights for the healers again. Same thing she did last time. Then it didn't stop there though. It didn't stop there. What she did next was she came here also and destroyed a brand new fridge I bought for the office. Scattered all my belongings and everywhere. So I'm calm. I'm not angry. I didn't touch her. That's the most important thing. But it's scattered everywhere. And every time.
This video you just finished watching, that was IVD's house. When BIMBO man no quick come, if for example the woman go just start to the fight, if he come, he go attack him. They break everything for house, throw things for inside house. Mama Jazz, the woman where you call herself Mama Jazz, when your sister they do all this time, where were you? She, instead of you to tell your sister to say marriage is not by force, there is still life. You are a young girl. All of una pretend like say una no see am. Una no fit cancel am, una tell am say they no dey die for marriage. Una carry African mentality follow and say okay, no worry. He go love you tomorrow. Una say if una dey do juju, they run up and down. She dey do okberekete. That one go come keep her alive, or he go keep the marriage. It's a lie. They don't dey use juju keep marriage. If man no love you, if you no run, you are on your own. You don't get juju what you won't do for this life. Where you go lie make things stay the same. Is to run for your dear life. Una see the way una daughter dey scatter things for house. Una see the way una pikin, where you can't finally pour petrol on top of herself. Una see the way they break things. They even injure the man. The man blood this. They put them everywhere. Una see the way where they break things for this video. That is not how a normal person is supposed to behave. Yes, I saw Bimbo's mother fighting like a small child. You go settle family instead of her to sit down like a mother and be giving advice and be giving counseling to people. Bimbo mother carry rapper. I still have the video. She carry rapper tie for waist. She begin the fight with his son-in-law. At the end of the day, you people paid a very bad price. God forbid. But the deed is done already. Make una enter house. The reason why police know who IVD and Blessing for Nigeria, and because say her hands is not dirty. Even the IVD hand not dirty. Love comes from the heart. If a person does not love you, there's nothing you do about it. Yes. Una see you the same moto. Una carry una pikin put for them, make you go marry, go enjoy. You enter the finish, you not see the return of love the way they want them. They begin to use knife, stabbing knife, fight, destroying the whole house, they threaten everywhere. Marriage where they fight every day. It's a sign that there's no love, there's no relationship, there's no togetherness. There's nothing you can do about it. If he was guilty of killing your daughter, he would have been in prison. Make una shift. Make una zukwanike. Is this a good video that we are seeing outside today? This video I just showed now. A video where your own child or your own sister, Mama Jazz, they destroy the whole house. Una want force love. If man and woman to fight for marriage or relationship, they don't love themselves anymore. Yes, because fight too much. They don't love themselves anymore. That is how it is. You see this Maginash, this same thing now God caused her own for happen to her too. She for their grave now. Because she also stabbed herself the same way Bimbo do. She did the same thing. You don't force love in this life. A man that will love you. Yes. So you see Nigerians, when you talk, they will say, stop judging the dead. Don't judge the dead anymore. What happened to the dead will happen to you. You will also die. Your children will miss you. Don't judge the dead. Reality will never change. Whether you jump or you don't jump, you complain or you don't complain, reality remains. Women are soft tissues, but kind of people. We want love. But if the love is not coming, don't kill yourself for it. Nobody will they kill anybody self for. If you buy, man go move on. And if the man even buy, the woman go move. Now that one be the truth. Madam Jazz, how many men don't drop you? I've been a Mama Jazz they call you. How many you don't die for? How many you don't die for?
Hello, my people. This is the story behind and surrounds this IVD Bimbo and Blessingceo. We all know that Maggi Nash and Gallop Nash has been having a very bad field on the social media spaces, to the extent that even their social media accounts are now at risk as a result of excessive reporting against each other. My correct people dem. Now, what I want you guys to pick from this is that Bimbo and IVD's marriage was a cat and rat marriage. And in dis life, e come be like say dat IVD no like Bimbo, even though say dey give birth to about 5 children. You no like person but you dey knack am. If you no like somebody, abstain from the person to avoid having excessive children. At least if you don't know, if una don have one, if una know say una don have one, if the love come rekindle, una go still have another one. But if e happen say there is no love there, Abstain to avoid having excessive so that it will not affect you in the future. Now you get it. Some people are saying, hey, Bimbo gave birth to 5 children for you. Now you are leaving it. You want to enter to blessing CEO, this and that. If Bimbo is still alive and this IVD kpai, Bimbo go still move on. As Bimbo kpai, na so IVD move on. So in this life, you got to be alive for you to be successful. Nothing worth your life. No relationship, no marriage, no to anything it might be that worth your life. It is only people that are alive that get married. Only people that are alive that are into relationship. As Bimbo don kpai, everybody don still move on. The children wey you dey find, the children still dey. You get the point now? So in this life, no matter what you are doing, don't exhaust your life. Don't force love. Love flows on its own. It comes on its own. When you are trying to force yourself on someone that doesn't love you, you're just wasting your time. And when you discover that you're in a marriage where there is no love or not, there is no appreciation in it, you want to walk away, you walk away freely without fighting. You in the course of fighting, you might end up losing your life, or you might end up being a murderer, and you end up being in life being you be sentenced to life imprisonment, which is very, very wrong. And people are saying police should arrest IVD. This now you've seen the reason. This woman, this last woman, as you watch her video, exposed so many things, even with an evidence, with a video evidence of how Bimbo was violent. She was busy destroying things, scattering things, doing all kinds of things. Do you get it? When they have come to the stage of destroying property, destroying whatever you people have, you walk away. Because in the process of destroying, the next target is life. When a man or a woman is too angered to this extent of start destroying things, my darling sister or darling brother, make your plan B and have your peace. Peace is what matters in any relationship or marriage, whatsoever it might be. When your life is at stake, when your life is at risk, make a plan B. My correct people, dey wetin una gat talk concerning this matter. Make una kindly tell us in the comment section what is your own opinion regarding this little history of Bimbo and IVD. Before Blessing CEO delving into our coming into this picture. And now Maggie Nyash Abi Gallop Nyash is now dragging this woman, saying that she will never allow Maggie Nyash to rest, or except she drag her to the mud. We all know who Maggie Nyash and Gallop Nyash be. Maggie Nyash is being referred to as Blessing CEO because of her BBL Nyash, while Gallop Nyash is being referred to as Izzy Egbede Aka Ekia Queen, the Queen the Bola woman, sit down top, because of how big and her nyash be, and how not smooth her nyash, because her nyash get gallop. Na im make dem call am Gallop Nyash. No mind call people dem. Make una tell us in the comment section wetin be una own matter, wetin una be una own tori. What is your own comment regarding all these scenarios? This feud has been happening and going on since last year. It is more than a month that this gbasgbo between Blessing CEO and Izzy Egbe has been going on and off on the social media spaces. Send it to us in the comment section. What is your own opinion regarding this? And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn all the notification buttons so that you get notified whenever we post our latest content. Christy TV Gothical. Thank you for watching, and watch the rest of the video in our channel.